Hi everybody, my name is Ryan Bailey. I am a content specialist with Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, and I'm coming to you today from my kitchen here in Chicago, Illinois. I'm sheltering in place, doing my part to keep our community safe, and I hope wherever you are around the world that you're healthy and safe as well. And I know that we are all anxiously thinking about the future of school. What is school going to look like next week, next month, next year? Will we be in person? Will we be virtual? Will it be a blend? What's going to happen? And we're all planning and thinking about what's going to change, what's going to stay the same, and how to make this post-COVID-19 world that we're in a little bit better. And so I want to offer to you today a framework for one of the areas of education that I'm most passionate about, and that's the whole idea of literature and literacy. I was a high school English teacher for 12 years, and I think one of both the challenges and the joys of that role is selecting books to read for my students and selecting stories for my students to engage in. And so I want to, again, offer you this framework. Some of you may have heard of it. It's actually based on the work of Rudine Sims Bishop. She's a children's literature scholar, and she came up with this idea that literature can act as three essentially portals into our consciousness. So literature can act as a window. It can let you look into a new place, a new experience, a new time, a new culture. It can act as a sliding door, which lets you take that a step further, open the door and venture in and actually step into this other place and live in that space for a while. Or it can act as a mirror. It can reflect pieces of yourself, your identity, back to you. And we know that is so important, that we need to see ourselves reflected in the art and in the literature of our place. So I just really encourage you as teachers to think about the type of text that you're selecting. And I know, again, like I said, this was a challenge for me too. But I think what we have to do is be very critical of the books that we're picking, the stories that we're reading. Are they rich enough? Do they really help students to dig into new experiences? Do the stories that we're reading reflect our children's identities back to them? Do they represent their culture, their place, their time? Are they diverse enough? Do they offer enough differences, whether that be, again, in terms of culture, time, location, place, to really give students an experience on both themselves and new worlds? So again, as we're thinking about what kind of literature and stories that we're putting in front of our young people, I hope that this framework of mirrors, sliding doors, and windows can be helpful for you just as a mental shorthand for really picking books that speak to our young people and that engage them on a heart and soul level. Because I think for many of us that teach literature, that's why we got into this business, is to really connect with our young people, and not just on an academic level, but on a real deep personal and emotional level as well too. So thanks for taking the time to listen to me. I'm going to be back doing a couple other videos on some issues that are important to me. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you're healthy and well, and look forward to chatting with you again sometime soon. Take care.